am I singing? Stop. People, stop this woman of singing, I think. I mean me. But of course I can't help myself not to singing. Everywhere here is going to be very, very much singing, dancing, and having a fun. And I'm on the same mood.
Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. We're just off Bar Street. We're going to take you around one or two of the restaurants, and then we're going to walk you down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. But before we do, I'm going to introduce you to the singing, dancing girl. She just happens to be the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Ochin. Grazie, bien, labu.
Hello everybody. How nice to see you again and again. It's an amazing evening. Pleasant temperature and all is blossoming around. Only the few flights? Yes, airplanes. What did I say? Flights?
I'm confused already.
Airplanes. Yes, they are
airplanes
flights. They are big
around.
flights flying around, bringing that many people as we want, because we say we wish you were here.
Yeah, Paphos is getting busier and busier by the day. The summer season is very, very rapidly upon us. If you look into the background, that is the Alcon Tavern restaurant, and that's rumoured to be one of the best restaurants in Paphos.
Lord Tony is gonna slap you.
Well, there we are. But there's one or two people in there, that's for sure. It's had a full refit and a good lick of paint, and there's a lot of people enjoying a great meal indeed. And we are now going to take you into the brand new, fully refurbished, oldest traditional taverna in the world, well, in downtown Kato Paphos, established in 1971. This place is called the Demokritos Tavern, and I tell you what, if you want a great night out, this is the place for you. Christina Booth is going to take us on a tour. Let's go and have a look. And for those of you who are not familiar with this restaurant, it's had a full refurb, and it's actually got this extra restaurant on the back end of it, specifically designed for weddings and those kind of things.
Chicken's night.
Wedding night.
What?
It's a wedding night.
No, it's when ladies.
Ah, is it? It's a hen night, is it?
Hen night.
Ah.
Yes, where it's only ladies.
Where all the chicks go. Right. Let's go and have a look. You going to take us in? Let's go and have a look. So this is the rear of house restaurant. They have entertainment in here as well. The boss is smiling. Yasu Kumara, you alright? How are you doing?
Kostas.
Good?
How are you?
Having a busy night?
Oh, very busy.
Very busy indeed. This table is getting ready, and they're a wedding party, by the way. There's free Wi-Fi if you're in here, and of course live entertainment will be kicking off that a little bit later. But a great addition. This is their rear of house restaurant, so perhaps during those chillier months, or if you want that private occasion, this could be that special restaurant. Demokritos.
Do you know, I think this is the best place to make some events, and around are so beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, I do think it's nice.
They've got their own stage. I would happily dance chichot too, but I'm afraid these people will run away.
Well, they probably wouldn't. They are looking at us and wondering what the hell's going on. Thanks, Costas. We'll see you a bit later. We're going to take you now on the outside external restaurant. Of course, as I was saying, the summer season is coming, and this is the open air part. It's had a brand new roof and some works done, should we say. Got a great bar. Everything you can possibly want is in stock. Everything, even including Coca-Cola. They'll even make you a nice hot latte. But I promise you, as the summer season kicks off, this place out here gets all the tables out, and it gets absolutely packed. And the reason for that is because they have folkloric dancing every single night of the week. What does that mean? That's traditional Greek dancing, and I tell you what, if you want a great meal and a party night, get yourself booked into the Demokritos restaurant just off Bar Street in downtown Kato Paphos.
It's not just a tavern, it says on the other side. I would like you to
Let's go and have a look. What does it say on the sign, Receiver Booth? It's not just a taverna, no. It is a very special place indeed, and lots of people have been here, eaten, and they keep on coming back.
It's a beautiful sign where you can see that it's really not just a tavern, and it's beautiful art made not by real flowers, but it's so beautifully done. By the way, for the memory picture, I believe And I've noticed these tables which we haven't seen before on the previous
Yeah,
time.
there's a lot of new items and additions come. They've now taken some old retro beer barrels, put some tables on them, and they've got some rather nice bar stools. And I tell you what, if you go and watch some of our previous videos from last season, we were coming through here on an evening around about 9 o'clock. I tell you what, they'll be packed to the rafters. So if you do want to get a great meal in the Demokritos restaurant, don't forget to come up in the daytime, or perhaps find them on the internet and book it. Otherwise, you're going to be very disappointed indeed. And you've got to come here at least once on your travels in downtown Paphos. Now, if you like a bit of Indian food, there are 1 or 2 Indian restaurants with some great cuisine in Paphos, and this is possibly one of the most popular. It's called the Deli Gates, and of course they've got some great poppadoms and all those kind of things. If you want a bit of Indian food, perhaps if your name is Mr. Shady Tree and there's a shady girl in your life, well, pop in there. And I know some superstars who are coming to Paphos in December of this year, all the way from downtown in South Wales. We call him the Mountain Man because he is huge. He's got the heart of a lion, but he's a gentle soul, if you understand, all wrapped into one. And he's going to come with his beauty. They got married in Paphos last year. Who am I talking about? Lord Lee, and of course Lady Vicky.
Wow, we really looking forward to seeing you again. And don't forget, we haven't forgotten about you or any of you. Believe me, when you come, we will run nearly every restaurant, and every bar, in order to enjoy the company of each other. If you notice, the Yabba Dabba Doing is going on now in a full way. And,
it has had a full refurb, by the way. This is the
with
Flintstones
huge...
bar, and this is Fred, and he's waiting to welcome you in. Go and give him a kiss and a cuddle, Graceva Booth, because Fred of the Flintstones bar is waiting especially for you just off Bar Street on the little cut through down towards the blue Mediterranean Sea.
He's very light. I thought he's heavy, but he's very light. If depending how much I'll drink, if I drink a lot, I think I will squeeze him, not squeeze him.
Well, he's quite a big chappy, isn't he? We could rename him Mountain Man Fred of the Flintstones, and there's his big nose.
Circumference.
He's got a circumference on that nose, that's for sure. So if you want a great cocktail and you're in downtown Kato Paphos, Flintstones, and they do some spectacular cocktails, and they like to stick things in them that light up and shine, and well, you're going to get a great time indeed. They've got non-alcoholic drinks. You can get some shots, you can have gins. Gin's very popular at the moment, isn't it? Perhaps if you want a bit of pink gin, I'm pretty sure they've got one there for you. And of course, on top of all that, spectacality of a cocktail indeed. There's the Yabba Dabba Doo, which is white rum, Malibu, peach, snaps, orange, pineapple, grapefruit, €7. Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely like a delight, and what a bargain. So if you are making your way from Bar Street down towards the blue Mediterranean Sea, this is Flintstones, and it's waiting. It really is waiting, especially for you. Graceva Booth has now found Fred's mate. I can't remember his name, but that's Fred's mate.
I don't know his name either, but a good man.
It looks like a jovial chap, doesn't it?
That one's nose is around with the circumference. This one's nose is a squeeze. I understand this is a character of the cartoon of yours. Of course, obviously. I have never seen such a squeezed nose. It's like pita bread.
I think he's becoming obsessed with noses as we travel around in downtown Kato Paphos. Don't forget, if you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Please keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And now we're about to come past the Mandra Taverna. This is a traditional Cypriot style taverna, and again it gets absolutely packed to the rafters. They do kleftiko and they do spectacality of pork kebabs. And if you want a great meal, that's got to be that place for you. But again, as the summer season progresses, please don't be disappointed. Come up in the mornings, in the afternoons to book that table, or go on the internet. And of course, if you want somewhere to sleep it off that little bit later, well, right across the road is this place, and it's a very, very popular hotel indeed. There's its name up in green letters. It lights up at night, by the way, and of course it is the Dionysus Central Hotel. Who's coming to stay there? Let me have a think. Oh, I know, Lady Kirstine from downtown in Glasgow.
Of course, and you know, most of the people who have been there, they're very thankful and pleased by the standards, and of course the price and the quality are singing together.
They are indeed, and on top of that, there's a third little thing up its sleeve. It literally is sitting on the cusp of the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it's coming up right now just for you. Look at that. Feast your eyes and digest. We're now coming into the area where some of the roadworks are still taking place, but if you look carefully, you'll understand that the actual roadway is now complete, and there's hardcore either side, so that means that the paving is going to begin. And we are not far away now from the grand completion of this downtown part of downtown Kato Paphos. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks, so that's not long, we understand that, but they are working night and day, and they are. Many people are making fun and say they don't seem to see them doing any work, but you can come out at strange hours of the day. We were going home last night at after 1 o'clock in the morning in central Paphos, and they were digging up one of the main roads, and by this morning, guess what? There was the coat of the new black stuff down. So they are working very, very hard. Why? To make sure that Paphos is not just better for me and Marika, but much, much better for you guys who are going to get on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling into paradise like crazy.
Well, Mr. Paul, this is not a surprise. Once they've started, they have to finish. And I remember our Lord Nigel said it to me, something in the conversation when you really, it's familiar for you. Once you started, now you finish, you're saying, yeah. And of course, most of the roads still in dig process.
They are digged, yes.
But it's gonna be finished as soon as they will realize now we all done, we all shiny, we all beautifully orange. There's people going around and enjoying their lives on our roads and our improvements. What can be better?
Well, Paphos is going to be dragged into the 23rd century. I was talking with the Gumbaru #1, that's Adonis the Mayor, only the other day, and he said he wants Paphos to be one of the very, very best resorts for tourists in and around Europe. And I think that we are bang on target, and I think that Paphos is going to get a place in many, many more people's hearts. We know many people come back to Paphos once, twice, often even 3 times in a year. We were out only last night with the superstars all the way from downtown in Cornwall, and of course that is our Lady Kerry. She's a singing sensation. Of course, wherever she goes, she brings with her the greatest roadie in the world, and of course that's our Lord Tony. And they come to Paphos twice a year, so they can't all be crazy. They all understand that Paphos has got something very, very special, and on top of all that, it's got that. The sky is blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, so that must mean one thing. All that is missing is
you, of course you. So get yourself on the big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. That's because we all are patiently waiting just for you.
We are indeed. We're going to leave you with a spectacality of a view indeed. Yes, Sir Jim, cuddle up to Lady Amanda. Very, very soon indeed you will be getting on a big bird or a canoe, and you'll be paddling like crazy. And Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you.
La 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 la. It's all about on la la line and how you la la line. And thank you, Jeremy and Simon, for your comments.
Yep, big shout out to the 2 legends in downtown and Down Garden. If you're watching, guys, we're missing like crazy. We're looking forward to seeing you in November. The sun will be shining. There'll be a black Jaguar waiting especially for you. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very, very soon indeed.
I would like to thank you as well, to say how enjoyable evening it was. After a long time, I think it's our first evening video where is the sun already sleeping, and we are not sleeping, we're just ready to be awake, and we're loving you to bits and kissing you from the bottom of our two hearts. And thank you for your lovely replies, a beautiful sweet hearts, and all that you do. Every single support of yours is very respectable.
Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very, very soon somewhere in and around the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. Oh, don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform and keep us lubricated as the temperatures start to soar. Yes, Miss Susan, you're going to get a hell of a suntan when you come to Paphos.